want to begin just with a brief announcement. We have made an adjustment to our confession schedule, and I just want to I believe that communicating and over-communicating is always the best way. So the best way to understand some adjustments we've made to our confession schedule is that from Sunday until Friday, we will always have 30 minutes of confession prior to the beginning of Mass, Sunday morning through Friday. And those confessions will always be at the campuses where the Mass is at. So tonight, confessions begin at 5:15. Tomorrow they'll be at 7 o'clock a.m. Wednesday they'll be at 5:15. Thursday they'll be at 7. Friday they'll be at 7. Sunday morning they're at 7. I do not hear confessions on Saturdays prior to the Saturday evening Mass for your good. I could give a whole dissertation on why I think Saturday afternoon confessions are dumb. But first of all, I just think that as a lay person, it's the worst time to try to get to confession. That's just my number one. But number two, it's also the worst thing for a priest to be doing as he prepares to celebrate Mass for the weekend, and normally his homily is not where it needs to be, and there's things going on because you have to bless things and get things ready, and sometimes there's a wedding right beforehand, and it just gets Saturday afternoons are chaos often in a priest's life. And so really, if you want good preaching and a well-celebrated Mass and everything to go well, it's really good. So there's confessions every single day, Sunday through Friday, 30 minutes prior to Mass, and then for 12 hours on Friday, on the first Friday of every month. So if you do your math on that, that's a lot of confessions. It's 48 hours of confession a month. I do ask this, for the daily Mass confessions, the goal is to show up at the start of the half hour beforehand. So the goal is hey, I want to show up at 5:15 to go to confession. I want to show up at 7 o'clock to go to confession. Not I'm going to show up at 5:41 and hope that Father's still there, or show this happens all the time at 12 hours of grace, which goes from 9 until 9. So at 8 o'clock, there's no one at confession. At 8:15, there's no one at confession. At 8:20, there's no one at confession. And at 8:40, 15 people show up. And I've already heard confessions for 11 hours and 45 minutes, and now there's 20 people in line at 8:40 in the evening. I'm just where have you been for the last 11 hours and 40 minutes? So the goal should always be try to show up at the start of the time, and then that'll make things a lot easier. But anyway, so that's the new schedule. So confessions every day for a half hour, except on Saturday, and 12 hours on first Friday from 9 until 9. So that's that. Our responsorial psalm, you said it 5 times. Let all his angels worship him. Let all his angels worship him. Many people have taken down their Christmas decorations. It is technically no longer the Christmas season. So in our church, we took down our Christmas decorations. We should never, ever, ever take down our angels. So I always like to point out Sacred Art. How many statues or images of angels do we have here at the St. Martin campus? There is exactly one handful. There's 5 of them. The 2 most obvious ones are where? To the left and the right. All of our tabernacles in our parishes, in our campuses, all have 2 adoring angels, as I believe every tabernacle should. We also have 3 of them in the very top of the reredos at each of the triangle in the center, and then the 2 round parts. There's also 3 other angels that are up there as well. St. John Vianney, when he was in Ars, one of the first things he did was he erected a small little chapel attached to the main body of his church, and it has a statue of St. Michael the Archangel, a statue of 2 adoring angels, a statue of the guardian angel holding a child's hand, and he said that I want my people to always know that they're not alone because their angel is always with them. So we heard today, let all his angels worship him. And this is what's really powerful for us to remember, is that yes, our angels aid us, and hopefully you pray the Angel of God prayer and the St. Michael prayer. Like, our angels aid us, but we also worship with our angels. So our angels serve us, they serve God, but we also worship with them because they themselves are creatures, divine and spiritual creatures without bodies. So we always worship with them. And so I think it's always powerful to think about how we are worshiping with the angels. When my mom went to Catholic school, these are two things that she taught me about going to Catholic school. When she had a nun, I don't know what grade it was, but the nun would always make the children sit off center of their chairs. This is when they were like little kids and they were small. So she would have the nuns would have them sit off center as a reminder that their guardian angel was sitting next to them, which is actually totally cute, right? Yeah. Okay, well, if you think that's cute, this is even cuter. So then the nun also taught them when they folded their hands, everybody fold your hands like this. She taught them that you always had to fold your hands and hold them straight up. And she said if you look at your hands as a profile, that each one of these is a little chair, and if you hold your hands straight up, the angels will sit right here and here and here. But if you allow your hands to fall, your angels will leave you, which is like a terrible theology, but like nonetheless, it's really awesome because like my mom was like for that grade, like every kid at Mass would be like sitting like this. But why were they sitting like this? At Mass. Why would they? Because they wanted their angels to be with them. Because they wanted their angels to pray with them. And they wanted their angels to worship with them. So how important it is for us to have little reminders that all the angels worship him. And that when we come to Holy Mass, we worship the Most Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, with our angels. Your guardian angel, the guardian angel of this parish, of this diocese, the cherubim, the seraphim, the throne, the principalities, the powers, the attributes, they're here. And we worship with them, that they bow down with us. They kneel down with us. That we're not alone in our worship, we're not alone when we leave this building either, because our angels go with us. And thus we worship with them. So may we always recognize the presence of the angels, not just when you're at Mass. I mean, when you're at night at home praying your rosary, who's with you? Your angel. When you're saying your prayers at the side of your bed at night, who's with you? Your angel. And thus we have nothing to fear because the angelic realm is always at our side. Let us stand.